talk about these as kind of drawings with shadow, but in a way they're not really drawing about shadow, they're really about encrypting form and information and a new way of capturing and storing information. It all sounds terribly kind of academic when you talk about it this way. Obviously people understand it much better if you say these things are about making interesting drawings using shadows. People get it. But I think that the shadows are just the end product. It's not really the meat of the thing. It's only the thing that sort of captures your attention. Something very mysterious about having this do that. So there needs to be this kind of transition from abstraction to recognizability that happens very quickly in these things. I mean, it seems to me that that's the creative tension. For me, that's the interesting part. Having something, an object or a situation that forces you to rethink some of the things that you really know, in the same way that Cubists challenged how we understand space and volume, or pointillists challenge the way that we see color. That's the interesting part in this, is that it kind of challenges how we see objects and how we know what it is that we know. I guess it's just a form of the aesthetic that I'm particularly interested in. As weird as it might sound, I'm not trying to make it look like a highly polished art form. I'm in fact much more interested in having it appear almost an accidental kind of steel assembly that is there for a reason, but you can't quite tell what the reason is until you turn the light on and you see some of the drawings. One of the things that's sort of interesting about these shadows is that they are the result of getting frustrated. For years I was working with steel pieces that were roughly flat against the wall, and naturally as soon as you lit them, they would cast shadows on the wall. That was an incredibly difficult kind of problem to deal with when I was trying to take slides. And so after years of struggling through various kinds of lighting schemes to get rid of these shadow lines, I finally gave up and decided that the way to go would be to try to see if I could incorporate the shadow into my idea for the piece. What I discovered was, I mean, in retrospect obvious, was that the shadow isn't just a line on the wall, but it's really a volume in space, and that as long as I'm working within that volume, I have an incredible amount of freedom. Encrypted visual information is about as close as I can get to calling it what I think it is. But whether that has any kind of meaning in an art world is not something I'm exactly sure about. I guess if I could talk about this, maybe I'd be a poet.